Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and as you guys may have saw from my last video, I got the last Ronin. Now I debated whether to do a general review of this in a video, or as I move from part or chapter or whatever, part to part, do a review on that, which will most likely lead up into this over how I feel after I read it. And who knows? Maybe I'll do a live stream after I'm done with this with a person or two. Who knows? Who knows? Keep an eye out for that. But I just got done with part 1, which I believe is called I'm checking in here. It's called Wish for Death. I just got done with Wish for Death, and now I'm going to go in the review for the review after this in this last Ronin review series we called the first to fall. So let me read this little synopsis for a little bit, and then we get to go into the actual review, shall we, of volume 1, because this is the entire series of the last Ronin fit into one book. I'm loving it so far. So it says, the future of New York City is dim, high-tech urban battlefield controlled by the Foot Clan and their cybernetic soldiers. But from the wasteland, outside of the walls, stalks a lone surviving turtle, the last Ronin, on a hopeless mission to end his family's feud once and for all, carrying only the mementos of those he left behind. He'll join new and old allies as me to reclaim the sewers, or die trying. In the cold craters, Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird, sorry if I butchered your name, they have a hand in this, so that makes this even cooler. So again, I am reviewing part 1. I don't even know how many parts there are, but this is part 1, called A Wish for Death. So it starts out kind of like this, right? I don't know how well you guys can see it. So just this Ronin, right? And it seems like he's just alone, maybe just talking to himself, and he's infiltrating this wall that leads into, I guess, the main city of New York. And I do like how we kind of got this character that's kind of a prominent, somewhat of, they're a side character, but they're a very important character. Cause the first line we got in association with this character is this one guy in a gang, which I'm guessing that girl's in a gang, and he says, "Check it out, Jones." See how this is in the future. I'm guessing that girl's the daughter of Casey Jones and April O'Neil. I don't know how well you guys can see in this lighting. It's 11:57 where I am, but where is it? This one right here. Where next review it's gonna be daylight, so it's gonna be easier for me to show. But in this slide was on camera, it's there's the last Ronin with the 3 other turtles was cool, and at this time we don't really know who this turtle is. We don't know if it's Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo, or Donatello, which I don't know, it's kind of said in a different order than how it's Leonardo leads, Donatello does machine. Raphael is cool but rude. Michelangelo is a party dude, except for in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles last Ronin Turtle Power. But as we go through the story, we realize that the last Ronin is essentially trying to break in to essentially kill the Shredder, or the leader of the Foot Clan, which is the son of Karai, the grandson of Orokusaki. And actually, hold on, I gotta see his name real quick. His name is Hiroto Saki. I think it's Saki. Hold on, jump cut. So I forget that like in Japanese culture, it's kind of like different than ours. Like they usually go with their last name first and their first name last. So I forgot that Hiroto is the Shredder's last name, and or Hirotosaki. Hiroto is the last name. Saki is the first name. I think that's how they do things in Japan. It was different than America, where our first name is first, said first, our last name is said last. But I'm saying that because there's this line. Oh, was I probably saying the title, but spoilers if you guys haven't read this. But the turtle says, "I know you're watching, Roku Hiroto, and I know you're scared." And then he kind of tries to challenge Hiroto, but this, which that's the leader of the Foot Clan at this point, and we see that that he has I'm making this like big jump ish, but we see that he has his mother cry. That's cry. I don't know how you guys can see it, but she's kind of in a sleeping chamber. She's kind of getting out the Nora Freeze situation with like the whole Mr. Freeze thing from the Batman rogue gallery, but she's just in stasis. She's not frozen. She's just in a sleeping stasis, which she looks surprisingly great. But no, yeah, we see the Ronin try and break in to try to get to Hiroto, and the Foot Clan is really made up of at this point out of robots. So like really advanced looking robots. Like here. And I actually kind of dig them being robots, seeing how it's in the future. This definitely seems to be a bit gritty-ish, and I like it. Like, I'm okay with like the turtles joking around with each other, but this seems to be like barely one of the most serious versions of the turtles, and I enjoy it so far. And so after this Ronin kicks some foot ninja plate, he tries to get Roku, the Shredder's grandson, to come out and face him. The Shredder's grandson refuses. He thought that all the turtles died. Turns out they didn't. So essentially, this robot takes the Ronin out, right? And they kind of have this battle fight in the sky, this little free fall. And the turtle hits the ground, kind of is injured. O'Neil, or not, Jones, that girl, I know it's kind of dark, but this girl, who's the daughter of Casey and April, I'm guessing, she noticed that this turtles went down the sewers, right? And as this turtle is talking to his brothers, which his brothers are kind of like, I guess, like the Ninja Turtles version of Force Ghosts. Yes, I made a Ninja Turtle. I made a Star Wars pun and Ninja Turtle video. Don't trust me. But as he talks to his, like, as his brothers try talk to him, he pretty much tells his brothers to shut up. Keep in mind that the reason why this is the last Ronin, this is the last Ronin, which I sort of probably said before, if you guys haven't caught on yet, is because the other three turtles are gone. They're dead. He's the only surviving turtles. Hence, I guess not so long ago with the Shredder's grandson thinking that the turtles died. So, and technically, 3/4 of the turtles did. So, and Splinter. Splinter's also dead at this point. And so, tries to stitch himself back together. April and Casey's son, a daughter, discovers him. He passes out, and then we get this like really cool flashback to the turtles over here, and then we see the turtle in the hospital. Right? Ignore this. This is going to part 2. The turtle's in this hospital bed, right? And we see old April, right? And the turtle wakes up. He sees April, and then we get who is the turtle at the end. Like, we got all pretty much all how many pages is there? Holy crap, sorry. But we pretty much get all of this, the pages I got. And it was to the last part of this chapter that we literally got a name drop. Are you guys ready for it? I'm gonna give you guys until like 5 more seconds to build on intensity, okay? Okay. Michelangelo, she says, so the conversation goes, so kind of spoiler, April, is that really you? Yes, it's me. And I'm so relieved that to see you awake. You really had me worried, mister. But, who are you talking to, Michelangelo? And I feel like if I didn't know ahead of time that the last Ronin was Michelangelo, because I saw videos, because I didn't expect myself to be able to get this book anytime soon, in like the first few years, which when did the last Ronin come out? So it's not really much of a spoiler at this point, I guess. The last Ronin came out on October 28th, 2020, so it's been out for 2 years, but still. I feel like if I didn't know that was Michelangelo, that little moment would be like more like, holy shit, this is Michelangelo, but I can't already know that. But it was still pretty cool to see April in here and getting that name drop. I thought that was pretty cool, you know. So I looked it up as well in terms of how many issues there are in general of this amazing book, and there's 5 issues in general. And so I just got done with the first part. So I don't know if it's going to like, if in this book we get like a bit longer. Like, I shouldn't say that, but I don't know if they like really combine some of the issues with each other, because I was looking at this book and I had so far seen 3. but that's what has only been me like skimming through it, so I won't like really full on spoil myself. If that makes sense. Because I kind of already was spoiled about some things in this series. Really interested in continuing this, so I do have plans to read the other 4 issues, which I'm guessing are all in here because this is supposed to be the complete edition. But I like I do have plans to do each part or each issue, like review each issue into a video, and then having this like at the end, just have this live stream. I'll talk about how I like feel about this entire series, what I liked about the series, what I disliked about the series, and stuff like that. But so far, I'm really enjoying this. From the first part I read, which now I'm going to be on like I'm currently on like part 2, which is called First to Fall. But based on part 1, which again for those of you who are wondering, if you've got at this point, it's called Wish for Death. I really liked it. Long story short, like a quick recap, brief recap before I go with the story, chapter. If I didn't make it clear before, essentially the last Ronin, the last turtle that's surviving, he goes into New York. He has to infiltrate the Foot Clan's lair, essentially to try to avenge his fallen brothers and father figure. And he realizes that he is outmatched, and essentially he passes out this girl, this random girl, finds him passed out essentially, and he wakes up to find April over his bedside. And like I said, this has to be one of the like so far, one of my favorite stories, just based off the first part. This does seem to be a bit of a darker tone to the Ninja Turtles. Like, I guess I'm kind of used to like seeing the cartoons and the Next Mutation show, but like, this seems more serious than the Michael Bay movies, and but I want to say a tad bit more serious than the original Ninja Turtle movie that came out in the 90s. So I'm liking this so far. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to read part 2. Let me know what you guys think of part 1. If you guys read like the first issue, in the comments section down below, let me know how you guys feel. And if you guys read the entire thing, let me know how you guys feel about the entire franchise. I will definitely get back to reading the comments. Definitely fully after I read the entire series. So it might take me some time to actually like respond to some of the comments in this scenario. But just keep in mind that I will look at the comments of this video at some point and read what you guys wrote. So, because I'm really interested in hearing what you other amazing people thought about this book, especially if only one, because that's the part I'm reviewing in this video. But overall, I'm enjoying it so far. I give it like a 9.5 out of 10 stars. But yeah, so far it's like really good. It's really good, and I highly recommend you guys reading this if you guys get the chance. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up. It's 12:16 now. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. Love you all, and thank you, fellow mutants, for watching this video. care.